Hey guys, I have a delicious chicken Italian dish that does not require any beef or sausage, but you get full Italian flavor. I have two secret ingredients that you can use a jarred sauce and elevate it to the next level. This is so freaking delicious. I guarantee you your family and friends will ask for the recipe. Everything is store-bought and it comes together in under an hour and a half. If you want to know how to make this, keep watching. Here are the ingredients for Italian chicken ravioli. Now I'm going to be using plain cheese ravioli, but I'm going to use ground chicken. And I'm saying Italian because I have certain spices that are going to make this taste Italian, like Italian sausage, but it's ground chicken for those of you who don't eat pork or beef. And one of the secrets is fennel. That is the main secret in this right here. This is tomato paste, but it's got herbs in it. Most people don't add that to their spaghetti dishes, but once you try it, there's no turning back. I got some basil, I got some garlic, I'm gonna use some seasoning salt. I've got some onion powder, and I've got black pepper, and I'm gonna use some mini pepperoni. Now, to keep this non-pork, leave the pepperoni out, but it's a must for my husband. I'm making this for him. And I'm gonna be using the chunky ragu, and it has tomatoes, garlic, and onions. That's another reason why I'm not chopping a fresh onion. Pick your favorite spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce and add whatever herbs you like. And I'm gonna use some mozzarella cheese. I'm gonna set my oven at 350 degrees. That ravioli is thawed, it is not frozen. We're gonna fry the ground chicken, season it up really well, and make sure it tastes very Italian. Great flavor. And if you're one of those people that like sugar in your spaghetti, go right ahead. Comment down below if the sugar goes in spaghetti or Italian dishes with a red sauce. Most people say it doesn't, some people say it does. My husband likes sugar in there. I didn't put it out, but I will be adding some sugar. I'll show you what I make it. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. Let's get cooking. Okay, I'm gonna start with ground chicken breast. And it's not much, it's only 1 pound, as you see. Put it in the pot. And you wanna brown this. Make sure it's thoroughly cooked because it's chicken. Got it on medium-high heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of vegetable oil because chicken is pretty dry to help brown this meat. And I've switched over to a wooden spoon because I don't know if you guys like this masher or not. I'm on the fence about it. If you think it's the bomb, comment below, let me know. I think I do better with a wooden spoon. I'm just crumbling this up. Make sure it's thoroughly cooked. Okay, as this is cooking, I'm going to season it with some seasoning salt, because you always want to layer your seasonings. I'm going to use a good tablespoon of garlic, probably more than a tablespoon. Onion powder, because I'm not using fresh onions. I have onions in my sauce. This is black pepper. Now this will cook in the oven. Have it set at 350 degrees for 45 minutes to an hour. Because the ravioli is thawed, but it is not cooked. Then I have my fennel seed that I've used a mortar and pestle to grind it up and get it really ground. It's very expensive if you buy it ground, or if you can even find it. That's what really gives you your Italian flavor. And I forgot to mention, I will be using some Italian herbs with this. So I'm just going to shake those in there. And make sure your chicken is thoroughly cooked. Just want to show you guys a recipe you can make an Italian meal with chicken instead of always using beef or sausage. And we love basil, so I'm going to use some basil. It's not much in here, so I'm going to use a good majority of it. And this is my secret step when I make Italian dishes. I almost always add 1 can of tomato paste. Tomato paste thickens it, and it also gives it a nice rich tomato flavor. And according to the chefs, when you add tomatoes, you should add sugar to counteract the acidity. So that's what I'm going to do. But you want to brown the tomato paste. You don't want to put it in raw. You want to cook it for a few minutes with your chicken. That brings out the extra flavor. When you're using jarred sauce, it kind of elevates it, it takes it to the next level of more homemade sauce. You cook that for a few minutes. And you said chicken, I didn't have to drain off any oil, even though I did add a little oil to saute it, but it's not greasy at all. Kind of like flour with a roux. Just want to get the raw taste out of it. Then I'm going to add my Prego. I had 2 jars. I had 1 left of the Prego. Then I had some left. Add that. And about a handful of sugar, not much. If you don't like sugar in spaghetti, like I said, let me know, or Italian sauces. My husband, he has an affinity for it, so I always have to add some sugar. He'll notice if it's missing. I'm gonna add some more sauce, because the sauce is what's going to pretty much cook the pasta. Because the pasta, you can pre-boil it, but I'm showing you a quick, fast, easy way. Just make sure your meat is all broken up. Let this cook for about 15 minutes to let all the flavors come together. Okay, you want to taste it and check it for seasoning. This is where I add the mini pepperonis. Whoops, the packet fell in. I'm going to get that out. And I do have another package of pepperoni. And like I said, you can omit that and just keep this where it's just chicken and no pork or no beef. This has been cooking for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let it go another 5. Okay, this has been 15 minutes, and you want to check it for flavor and seasoning, because this is where you get all your flavor, is from this sauce. Making this, because the ravioli is cheese stuffed and it's pre-made. And sorry guys, I switched out to a 9x13 because I wanted to make sure this was really saucy. So now I'm going to add a nice amount of sauce and meat to the bottom. Then I'm going to layer my cheese ravioli. And like I said, these are thawed. You can boil them, but it's going to cook in the oven for 45 minutes. So that will keep them from being overcooked. And I wanted to layer this, so that's why I moved to a 9x13. Smooth this out on top. Quick, easy weeknight meal. I think your family will love. Using chicken, because we always use Italian sausage and ground beef. My husband's favorite food is Italian food. And I'm going to add some more mini pepperonis to this. Sprinkle them on top. Push the meat. last layer of ravioli. I'm going to cover this with foil, like I said, 350 degrees for 45 minutes to make sure this is thoroughly warmed through. And all the Italian spices makes the chicken taste like an Italian dish, even though you're using chicken. Smooth this across the top. Make sure it's covered with the delicious sauce. Big chunk of chicken right there. Clean that up a little bit. Then add your mozzarella cheese. This is the mozzarella cheese. And like I said, it's delicious for people who don't eat red meat. They will definitely find this pretty tasty. And just because I have it, I'm going to add some more pepperoni on top, just so you know there's pepperoni in here. A couple extra slices. Okay, cover this with foil in the oven for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. After 45 minutes at 350 degrees, it needs to go another 15 minutes to make sure it's completely done. This smells absolutely delicious, and this recipe that I have with my secret ingredients will show you how to take any jarred sauce, including Raoul's, who is rated #1, which I do not like personally. It's too thin, but my 2 ingredients will elevate even your homemade sauce to make it taste super delicious using a jarred sauce. There you have it. After 1 hour in the oven at 350 degrees, I'm just going to put some fresh chopped parsley on top because it makes it look good. And those that know me, welcome back. You know, I upload 2 videos a week. I always include inspirational quote, tell a controversial joke. This is the channel for quick, fast, easy meals. This was made with chicken with a superb Italian flavor. You guys must give this a try, especially if you know people who love Italian food but don't like red meat. So I'm gonna get ready to tell you guys my joke. I want to thank you guys for watching. Okay guys, here's my joke. It's a sick one. I was on a plane looking out the window when a pilot goes, this is your captain speaking. We're currently cruising at an altitude of 35,000 feet and we'll reach our destination in 4 hours. So sit back, enjoy your flight. The pilot puts down the microphone but forgets to turn it off. He turns to his co-pilot and says, do you know what I could go for right now? The co-pilot goes, what? The pilot goes, I could really go for a BJ and a cup of coffee. Hearing this at the back of the plane, the flight attendant starts running up towards the front to let the captain know that his microphone is on. Out of nowhere, someone from the back of the plane shouts, don't forget the coffee. Oh, that's out cold. Yeah, that's why no kids can watch my videos because it's a sick joke like that. You know, BJ, blowjob. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Please comment and please give this a try with chicken. Swap it out, you know, because we always use Italian sausage and beef and pork and pepperoni. You know, I did add pepperoni to this, but my husband still doesn't know it's chicken and he likes it. He's not a white sauce person, so I can't do a fettuccine sauce or an Alfredo sauce. It always has to be red. So I'm always looking for ways to elevate it, but definitely add extra fennel, because you know fennel are the little seeds that are on the pepperoni, and you want to add some tomato paste. Mine has herbs, basil and oregano, or you can just use the plain, but definitely make sure you saute it and cook it through for a few minutes. because it does elevate the flavor. Sugar, optional, your choice. But thanks for watching. God bless. Hope to see you on the next one. And if you give this a try, please comment below, or comment and let me know how you change it or what you think or how you make your spaghetti sauce. I'm looking for a real good homemade spaghetti sauce from scratch using the tomatoes, Pisano tomatoes out of a can, and sauteing the garlic in the garlic oil. So if you have a good one, shoot it to me. Love you guys. Hope to see you on the next one. God bless you and your family always.